Title: The 10-second delay. It starts with a minor annoyance for Jack. For 3 days, he's been hearing a low, electrical humming sound in his apartment. It's driving him crazy. Jack films himself trying to find the source of the sound, moving furniture and pressing his ear against the walls. Finally, he finds a gap behind a heavy bookshelf in his living room. He pokes a small hole, shines a light, and discovers a hidden room behind the drywall that isn't on the blueprints. The humming sound is coming from inside, driven by curiosity and the need for content. Jack breaks through the drywall, revealing a small, dusty room containing only a desk and an old, bulky computer monitor that glows green. Jack approaches the computer. The screen displays a live video feed of his own living room, the same room he's currently standing in. At first, he thinks it's a hidden camera setup. He waves at the monitor, expecting to see himself waving back on the screen. But he doesn't. The Jack on the screen is still standing by the bookshelf, holding a hammer, staring at the wall. Jack freezes. 10 whole seconds later, the Jack on the screen finally breaks through the wall and enters the hidden room. He realizes with a jolt of fear that he's not watching a live feed. He's watching a 10-second delayed feed. The computer isn't recording him, it's predicting him. Jack decides to test this theory. He verifies that whatever he does, his on-screen counterpart does the exact same thing precisely 10 seconds later. He begins addressing the audience, talking about free will. If a computer knows what it's going to do, is it truly in control? To prove that he has free will, Jack decides to do something completely random. He picks up a glass of water and decides to throw it against the wall. But just before throwing it, he looks at the screen. His on-screen counterpart doesn't throw the water. Instead, his on-screen self looks directly into the camera lens with a terrified expression and says, "Don't look back." Panic sets in. Jack is now watching his past self on the screen, reacting to a threat he hasn't yet experienced in his own timeline. He has 10 seconds before whatever is happening on his screen happens to him in real life. Jack spins around, but the room is empty. He looks back at the screen. His on-screen self is now being dragged backward across the room by an unseen force. He's terrified because he knows that in exactly 5 seconds, this will be his future. Jack runs away from the desk, retreating to a corner, trying to change the outcome. As the 10 seconds run out, the climax arrives. Jack braces himself for the unseen attack, closing his eyes and screaming. Silence. Nothing happens. He opens his eyes. He's still alone in the room. He looks at the computer screen one last time. The feed has changed. It no longer shows his room. It shows Jack sitting in the corner, looking at the camera. But this time, the Jack on the screen gives a cold, unsettling smile and types a command into the keyboard. Suddenly, The lights in his real room go out. The door slams shut, and the humming sound stops. The video ends in complete darkness, his own voice whispering from the computer speakers. System update complete.